the brutal crimes against women committed in the state of Uttar Pradesh. So, as many as three crimes against women, and these are brutal crimes we are talking about, reported from three different locations of Uttar Pradesh. In Hathras, a molestation accused shot dead the victim's father after he was out on bail. The first thing he does is goes and threatens the family of the victim to withdraw the complaint, and when that is not done, and when an argument breaks out, there is firing that kills the father of the victim. In Bulandshahr, body of a teenager was found buried in the fields. Now, the teenager had gone missing 2 days earlier. Her body was found buried, and of course, it's been now taken out, and examination of that body is being conducted for the investigation purposes. The latest incident is from Aligarh, where a minor's body was found in the field with her skin peeled off in various parts and grievous injuries inflicted on her body. And this is again a 17-year-old girl, and the perpetrator allegedly is a teenager again from the same village. In fact, talking about this Aligarh incident, there are a few more details, extremely brutal details that are being shared by the police, that her body was dragged over fields and that led to her skin peeling off. There were brutal nail marks on her chest, and the cops said that she was smothered to death. Police have now apprehended the main accused. In this case, a 17-year-old boy is involved in this crime. The cops alleged that the boy wanted to have unnatural sex with the girl and tortured her and killed her for refusing. Now, the cops have further added that he even tried to mislead them by throwing and by scattering her belongings on various parts of the field, so that would delay the police from exactly locating her body. Forensic reports in the case are still awaited. So these are instances of sheer brutality, and I am going to now introduce my guest this afternoon, Anila Singh, spokesperson of the BJP, joining us, and I also have, I think, Mr. T.R. Kakkar, former Commissioner of Police, joining us. I want to just first go across to Anila first. Anila ji, I want to ask you that, when we talk about Uttar Pradesh, the narrative now is that how your government is focused with a single-minded determination to protect interfaith marriages, conversion. Should that be the top priority? Shouldn't safety come first? I mean, three such cases of brutal crime against women. Okay, I'm told Anila ji is connected only now, so I have to repeat the question. Anila ji, if you can hear me, I wanted to know from you that when we look at the priorities of your government in Uttar Pradesh, what we see is that you have so much focus on interfaith marriages and conversion that somewhere you have misplaced priorities. Women are not safe. Shouldn't safety of women and young girls come before these other issues?
See, any good government has got different verticals of priorities. Everything is important. And if we talk about the security or safety of the women in Uttar Pradesh, so we know that Yogi Adityanath ji has taken several very strict steps to ensure that the women are safe and secure. But what to say when your own neighbor, he attacks the young girl or a lady or a woman who is old enough to be his grandmom? So what to do that? I mean, this laws are there. Police administration is there. They definitely they keep check on the known perpetrators. But if somebody who is very well known to the family, to the girl, and when he attacks, then at that time, what to do?
No, it's not a question of what to do. When you have the will, there is a way. I mean, look at the way you are cracking down on interfaith marriages. You have gone to any extent to prevent consenting couples from getting married if they come from Hindu and Muslim communities. Isn't your government going after it? Why can't you start the Cleanup Act? You are saying that this can happen inside the home, this can happen with relatives being involved, known perpetrators involved. That is all across. But look at the alarming regularity with which it happens. A girl cannot step out of her home and go to the fields to do her domestic chores anymore in UP. Are you saying that your Yogi Adityanath government is helpless in this? A girl cannot step out of her home and go to the fields to do her domestic chores anymore in UK. Are you saying that your Yogi Adityanath Okay, there's some problem with the audio connection with Anila ji, unfortunately. I'm going to go across to Mr. Kakkar now to understand, the issue, the core issue here, Mr. T.R. Kakkar, is that, we all know the problems. We know that police reforms are required. For instance, we know that there is a feudal mindset, there is complicity of the police and the politician, there are politicians with criminal backgrounds, all of this. And in most cases, in fact, there is a pattern emerging. Now, what I fail to understand is that when there is a pattern, why is the police force of a state like Uttar Pradesh, that you were heading also a force like that of the state of Uttar Pradesh in Delhi, why does the police force fail to break these patterns? Once you know that this is how it works, for instance, if a criminal is out on bail and he threatens the family, this is not the first time that this is happening, sir. It's happening over and over again.
Farida ji, I was listening to your questions to the other guest. Let me tell you, please do not mix up the love jihad laws with these cases. First of all, I would only advise you because those are different matters, and this is something one has to see whether these incidents, which are sad, bad.
No, it was only in the context of priorities, sir. I'm not mixing up. I'm only saying priorities. Sorry. Yes, go ahead.
Let me answer. You have asked a question. Let me answer. Now, these incidents that have taken place over a period of 3-4 months, and you have given it a pattern, one has to see whether such incidents can be prevented. See, in the police working, there is a can we prevent. Okay, incident takes place. Can we investigate without without being under some influence, and then can the prosecution and the conviction, etc., can be obtained. Now, here, this particular, let's take the latest incident. Now, the girl goes to collect, I've only read in the newspaper, she goes to collect some wood. Obviously, she's from a poor family. She's got there. It is her right to move about. Then somebody who's known to her mishandles her, molests her, and wants something to be done, and she refuses, and the incident takes place. Now, if you ask me, such incidents cannot be prevented by any police force anywhere in the world. Now, the question is, incident has taken place. What has the police done? They have arrested the accused. They have sent the body for postmortem. They have called the forensic experts, and they will now proceed. Now, in all such cases, now you cited the incident of another minor girl somewhere whose body has been now taken out and is being exhumed now. Then the Hathras case is very well known to everybody, and one doesn't really know to it. Now, please remember, Uttar Pradesh is a state with population of more than 22 crores. If you see in the terms of the word, perhaps this is the ninth biggest populated state in the whole world. Now, you have to see whether what has taken place, is it taking place every day? Is it taking place every hour? The question is, the crime will take place, and crime takes place all over the world.
Which is why, Mr. Kakkar, there needs to be some amount of coordination, cooperation across departments. I'm not only blaming the police force. I do understand what you're saying. In fact, I take your point that, certain crimes cannot be ruled out. Yes.
Police department means state. The state works through the police department in the matter of maintaining law and order. Right? Now, you said somebody came on bail. He was already accused. He came on bail. He comes and kills the father of the girl. Now, why don't you ask the courts, why have you sent this man on bail? Why have you given him bail? You won't ask that question. Everything must come on the police, because police is a very mute spectator they won't make any
No.
statement.
I'm
they
sorry,
won't
we are not
No.
blaming or
Listen to me.
making the police solely
Now, if
responsible for
somebody
this. So
come and
society
say
takes
he's gone,
responsibility. The elected government takes responsibility. The
elected
police is
government
responsible
has to
for
take
law enforcement and
responsibility
taking
always.
your own words for prevention
Elected-
as well. I
Yes,
do understand
prevention.
that action has been
Can
taken
these
in
incidents
these
be prevented?
cases,
Now
but prevention of
you
crime
joined it.
also is the responsibility of the police force.
You
sir.
combine this with the love jihad and those laws and government wasting time. Let me tell you on the love jihad, the type of the culture that we have and the type of people that we have around. If in love jihad cases, should it go wrong, there's much more bloodshed than just one incident taking place anywhere. Now the question in the love jihad also, it is one-way traffic. Afrida, don't mind. It is just one way. If it is a Hindu girl, everything is acceptable. But if it is a Muslim girl, it is not acceptable by the other community. Now, this cannot go on forever. This cannot, because there are people who are raising objections.
Okay, we are not discussing love jihad today, sir. Let's
but
stick
you-
to the
you
topic
made a
of discussion.
statement.
We will have
You
another
made a-
discussion on the points you're making.
You made a
That was my
statement,
question to
Afrida.
Anila ji
You
in
made
terms
a
of the
statement.
priorities set by the Yogi government.
made a-
And I would allow, I did, because I wanted clarity on this. And thanks for giving us perspective, but we're not discussing that topic today. We
Okay.
will have that
So
discussion
now the
subsequently,
thing
I'm
is,
sure.
so this
But Anila ji,
incident-
I want to understand from you, since yes, Mr. Kakkar, allow me to bring in my other guest as well. I have a very limited time duration for this conversation. Therefore, I want to give Anila ji a chance to talk about this part as well. It's very important for viewers who are listening to us. When you look at Uttar Pradesh, we hear conversations around how you want the state to become a hub for industry. You want Bollywood to move there. Would you like a state which is touching dizzying heights of progress and development without having basic safety for women? How does that look? I mean, you don't have equality, social justice, gender justice, but you have great progress and development, Anila ji.
See, just now, as Mr. Kakkar mentioned, that Uttar Pradesh is a state with humongous population. Population is almost of 24 crores. When we took charge of Uttar Pradesh, then definitely the law and order situation was worst, I can say, sir. And since then, Yogi Adityanath ji has been trying to do his best to control the crime situation in our state. And if we talk especially about crime against women, definitely he has taken many steps, and because of that, the things are much in control. But as I mentioned earlier, that if somebody very well known to you, or somebody who lives in your neighbor, somebody who lives in your own house, then if that person attacks, what to do about that? I mean, you cannot blame police for that. And definitely I'll say that there is some sort of deterioration in the mindset of the society. If we talk about crime against women, Afrida, you cannot judge
Yes.
any case standing in an isolation. It is all interconnected. It is the crime, the police administration, the society, and above all the judicial system. If I talk about the cases which are being heard in fast track, why can't we ask the honorable judge, sir, you were supposed to dispose of this case in 6 months, why it is just stretching on and on and on? Why the punishments, exemplary punishments, are given in time frame? So if we have to improve the law and order situation from women's point of view, exemplary punishment has to be given in the time frame, and above all, we have to improve the morals of the society as well. Earlier, I know it very well, a daughter of a house used to be daughter of whole of the village, and now your own neighbor, that person, attacks the girl,
Right.
molests her, kills her.
Yes,
This
Anila ji,
was
actually, we are
unseen
not
in our
just
country.
talking about these three instances, and you may be right in saying that in these three instances, at least in one of them, if the accused is known to the person, if it is somebody from within the vicinity involved, it's not always possible to scan every nook and cranny for the police force to eliminate such crimes. But even so, Mr. Kakkar, I want to give you the last word to tell us. You've already told us what the police force cannot do, but also tell us, what can the police force do as a senior police officer who has dealt with many of these kind of crimes? There must be certainly some roadmap which you think will work for a state like UP to reduce the regularity of such crimes.
Let me tell you that I live in the NCR, and as far as this area goes, I can definitely say with all the conviction at my command that since I'm not a BJP man, I'm 80 years old, so I don't have to join any party, anything. So I am not a sympathizer of either of the groups. But I can definitely tell you there is tremendous improvement in the law and order after the new government took over. Earlier, people used to be scared, people would not move out, particularly in the areas of Ghaziabad, Hindon, Vijayanagar and all that. Now, there is considerable amount of improvement. That is one. Now, what can the police prevent? Look, police has on its role, every police station knows that there are bad characters, so-called BCs. Now, the beat constable, once in a while, often when he gets time or when if on a regular or irregular pattern, he goes and sees, watches to see if they are in their houses, if at night they are in the house, what are they doing, how they are earning, what are they trying to do to earn their living. Things like that are seen. And but people who come out of jail, suddenly somebody goes to the wherever he has to commit a crime and commits a crime. Such things cannot be controlled by any police anywhere in the world. I'm just saying that
Okay.
she said 24
Right.
crore.
Right, I got that. But, we
any other
still have
country.
to emphasize that the audacity of the crimes, the brutality of the crimes is something that would just shake the consciousness of any human
yes.
consciousness for that matter. And the
Yes.
fact that you're telling us that, there are limitations, of course, I do understand, but do remember that prior to this, there was a case where one constable, one officer was also involved in telling the accused on how to go about covering up the crime. There have been enough and more instances of cover-up which the police also facilitates. Therefore, we continue to raise these questions and we continue to see where things can be made better for the society, for the young girls. I mean, again, we have reported 3 deaths of young girls today. Let this not happen with such regularity. Let there be some system put in place. Thanks for joining us, Anila Singh and Mr. G.R. Kakkar. Thank you for your time.